Hello, welcome back to the Ruffa Sports Cars video. In today's video, I have my trade night pickups from a local card shop. It's called H&B Collectibles. Technically, they are selling their card shop. They're looking to sell their card shop. But yeah, so if you're in the market in Reading for a card shop, potentially hit them up. But yeah, so let's get into this. This is a trade night pickup, so we'll see. I don't know. I might not ever have, or I might not have many, or we might not see trade nights in Reading anymore. Maybe we can, get a meeting together from all the local collectors or something if they do decide, or they aren't able to get it to anyone who wants to continue doing trade nights or something of that sort. But trade night pickups. So I have no idea what I spent, but I know there's some cool stuff in here. I know I have a video on one of the deals. I'll pop it up now, and while I'm going through there, we'll talk about the deal and all that. But spent a lot of money on some stuff that I usually don't buy, but let's get into it. So $200 on this Tyrese Halliburton Genesis PSA 10. That is the NBA debut Genesis. Beautiful card. I think it was a little discount. I'm not too sure. I think the last sold might have been like $250 or so, or $275. I see how opportunities to buy stuff like this pop up much. I figured I'd grab it and have it as a chaser in my repack. We'll see. I'm not too sure what the rundown is, or what my thought process is behind doing the repack, but we'll see. So I bought this one also to put into the repack. Figure I bought it from the card shop, but I'm not too sure. Figured it would be cool at $20 to throw into the repack. Little All-Star Game parallel orange, it looks like, number to 25, Bo Bichette. So just thought it was a cool card. $20. Didn't even look it up. That was like the caveat behind it. I did $20 on it before I even looked it up. Not too sure it was a good buy or not, but tried to support them a little bit before they announced that. But here we go. So $100 here spent on two cards here. I offered $50 here and $50 here. The reason why I bought this card I'll share, but this one was full last comp. Offered $50 blind on it pretty much, and he was like wanting 60, and then I offered 50, and then he was trying to get me to go up to do 60 or something, but it was full comp, so I was offering full comp. Can't really do much more better than that. And then you got the Miles Turner, but it's Jordan Love on the Sunday Kings. He actually won against the Lions today. So yeah, I got to tell you guys a little bit of the games and the scores and all that. Football is back, baby. But here we go. PSA 10 Plum Blossom of Miles Turner. They went to the finals, but that is LeBron in the background. So figure that is number to 8 also, PSA 10. Figure if someone wants a LeBron Plum Blossom, maybe someone will think that that card suffices with a little LeBron cameo there in the background. So figured it was a cool card. Figured if anything, I just put it in the repack as a little extra value for those who buy into it. So let's see what we got here. Honestly, I haven't looked through this stuff since buying it, so it's kind of like I'm going through it with you. So here we go. This is Ikem Okongwu on the, I bought this lot for $5, but on the Purple Power Prism number to 49, you got Antonio Gandy Golden number to 25, Crown Royale autograph there, die cut. You got Jake Ferguson on the red Mosaic Prism Cowboys. You got Brianna Jones on the orange Pulsar. That's numbered to 75 there. So figured, why not take a chance on the numbered color match WNBA. Didn't look it up or anything, just did it. That was from the card shop itself also. But yeah, so let me see what else is in this lot. Here we go. Let's go. This lot I picked up from Mr. I guess Mr. and Mrs. now of Mile High Mac. So picked out some cards from him. I think he was calling me on my phone number. I don't give out my phone number much to many people because it's been my phone number since I was 12 or something, or maybe 14 or so. But don't give my phone number out to many people for that reason, but select certain people do have it. But and I'm expecting you guys to keep it a secret. But here you go. So the lot here I picked up for $200 from Mile High Mac, a viewer of the channel, and someone I'll be doing plenty of deals with in the future also. So I spent $200 here. There's some really cool stuff, some higher dollar cards for sure. Ray Allen, Tiger Stripe Prism there from Choice. Got Josh Jacobs, number 11. He didn't have the best game for the Packers. Still think it's a cool card. Bub Carrington, that's number 280 or 35 there on the Bub Carrington. He's an absolute stud for the Wizards. Do like him. Got Cam Rising on the number 5 autograph, and the number 10 of 10 autograph. So probably be random my whatnot potentially. We'll see. I might list those on eBay. I'm trying to set stuff aside to list on eBay more and more recently. But Matas Bazulis, number to 270. Oh my goodness, 265 there on the Bazulis. Juju Watkins, just cool parallels there of him. Julian Sand, red cracked ice. Actually, he didn't do too bad. He won the game, the first game for him. Not too sure how he did this week. Probably should have kept an eye out on him because I have a different card and a different lot. But here we go. Dylan Riley, you haven't seen that yet, but in the future you will. Keon Coleman, Blue Wave Prism. He plays either tonight or tomorrow, technically. I'm literally recording this at pretty much, it's probably right now, it's 5 p.m. So literally 20 minutes before the Sunday night football game. I'm not too sure who the slates are for each game, but I know it has to be one or the other. And I'm pretty sure, is it the Ravens versus the Bills and it's the Vikings versus somebody? I'm pretty sure. Well, I know for sure it's the Vikings versus somebody. But yeah, I just have no idea. You know, I don't know what he's going to do tonight, but I like having a card or two of them, especially cooler cards. Like, I think these are rather sneaky of them. Joe Burrow on the Prism Black Silver Prism there, so maybe that's one up. I think, yeah, the Bengals did win against the Browns, so not too terrible, but they definitely had some. He had some issues a little bit, like should have probably been a blown out of the water, but I think they won by like 1 or so. I got Xavier Worthy. Sadly, Xavier Worthy got injured, so we'll see what he got. A dislocated shoulder, so I think he'll be back faster than we were expecting. But number 25 Black Pandora Prism Optic rookie patch there, first refresh. You got the Joe Burrow pink Prism rookie patch from Prism Football, and you have the Joe Burrow on the pink camo, and the Garrett Wilson on the white Prism, number 35 there from Select. That is a sweet level. So, I mean, all stuff. I mean, most of it aged well. The Josh Jacobs, not crazily, but or like he didn't really have a good game, but what is it? They did win, so we'll see how that goes. Keon Coleman hopefully ages well. Joe Burrow, I guess Xavier Worthy, but you can't really predict injuries, and Garrett Wilson did for sure. So Burrow and Wilson, someone I was looking to buy there when I had the opportunity from Mr. Mile High Mac. So this one I did from a person. I've done a lot of deals with him, but did a deal. I did that outside of the card shop for a second, after I had done the first deal I did, which was a video. It took me literally an hour to do that first deal, so all these ones were rushed too, so it was like I had like limited amount of time after that. I think I had like maybe 2 hours for all the other deals, which can get very hectic. But $35 here on these cards. Joe Milton, I'm a very big fan of. I'm kind of stashing away his stuff right now, to be honest. I should actually definitely stash away his stuff. I'm a big believer in Joe Milton. Dak Prescott, he didn't do too terribly bad, but at the same time, I just think Joe Milton's just that dude. So yeah, we're just grabbing out, big name guys again. You guys know the players I'm grabbing. I'll say their names again here, but Brian Thomas, Cooper DeJean, Garendo, Tank Dell, Tyrone Tracy, autographs like Luke Schoonmaker, Matt Ariza, Luke McCaffrey, rookie patch, Cooper DeJean, Bucky, Hurts and AJ Brown dual card. You got Cooper DeJean on the green Prism insert, a color match parallel there for him. Tyreek Hill. You got Jatavian Sanders, number 299. Trevor Lawrence rookies, grabbing those out and taking a chance. Hopefully he did well, and he did well today. So he won in dominating fashion against, kind of dominating fashion. The Panthers kind of picked up the score there at the end of the game, but it was like 20-3 for a long time there in that game when I was looking at it. And then got Sauce, and you got Roquan Smith, Honeycomb. So $35 there, a lot. Not terrible at all. I need inventory, so gonna take and grab out cards and take chances when I can and see fit, especially with people I've done repeat business with. So $15 on this lot. Not too sure what I grabbed out, but looks like some Brady's on the XR Adrenaline or XL Adrenaline. Tom Brady. You got Crown Royale, red, white, and blue. Patrick Mahomes, Victor Wembanyama, cracked ice, and you got the Brady Platinum with the shine to it. So all in all, not terrible. Wemby, and some Brady's and a Mahomes parallel. Definitely not too shabby at all. So this is the bulk of what I did. I think it took me like an hour and a half. It just took so long. It took so much time, and it's so difficult to comp low-end cards. It's just to be dead serious, and like I spent $420 here. This card actually appreciated a little well. Last sold for $80. It was about a $60 card when I bought it, and I just checked it out when editing the video literally 2 days ago from when you're seeing this, and it's now an $80 card. It's an SSP from 2020 Topps Update Series, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the Update Series 2020. So actually a rather nice card. And I'm honestly, just to be like completely honest, I'm not the craziest about the photo. I don't know if there's like a significance about him running away like this, or what the, I don't know. I mean, it's like you get Ken Griffey's back. I don't know. I'm not the biggest like fan of it, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Number to 48 on the South Relic. Like, I'm picking out big names. Bo Nix, he didn't have the best game either. Hopefully he comes back, but as a Raiders fan, I'm not really hoping he does, but at the same time, I am. Breece Hall had an amazing game. Ladd, you got Laporta. I think he had a decent game, but the Lions in general just didn't. Keon Coleman, Green, Prism, Anthony Richardson, Worthies, sadly. But, I'm going to need whatnot inventory, and I think some of these, parallels can do well for me. Jaden Reed, he had a touchdown. Aladukin on the Mosaics, rookie autograph there. Jalen Camp on the red-black checkerboard prism case hit there. So yeah, looks like we had some values put down on cards, but Odell on the number to 99 red prism, I believe that would be. Brock Bowers for the PC there. CJ Stroud, did he win? Oh, Texans. That Texans game throwing me in a loop right now. Oh, did they win? It was some kind of weirdness was happening with the Texans. Who did they even play? Let me check it out real quick. Okay. I feel so dumb because literally this was the game I was looking at because I have Puka Nacua on pretty much two of my fantasy football teams that I'm like most excited about or like most looking at, and they literally went against the Rams, but they lost. It was 9-14, so he didn't do crazy. But it is the first week of football. Number to 99, Peyton Manning, Murray, and Brady on the heroes. Brady Chrome, Darnell Mooney, who he didn't actually play week 1. You got Trayvon Diggs, number to 299. Color match for the Cowboys. The catch, Odell Beckham Jr. Stuff like that I think we'll appreciate and value, and that's why I like grabbing it. For the whatnot stream, Bo Nix again didn't really do the best, but yeah, so I like grabbing out true prism rookies, grabbing out the young QB rookies because they have a lot of time. But Kobe Bryant, beautiful one on the Kobe there. Beautiful photo. Might have to look that value up and see what that goes for. I'm probably just going to run on my whatnot. But number 25 there, autograph. Some of these ones I'm going to have to look up again and make sure I'm not selling them too crazy low or something. Like, I've been trying to do that more and more, is making sure I'm not, because I literally recently sold like two cards that were like $40 for $2 on my whatnot channel. So you can actually get some absolute steals and deals, and I'm sure I'm gonna have some more fails and opportunities for you guys to do that. But each and every Wednesday, 6 p.m. PST, I go live and sell an absolute ton of cards. Go and check out my Whatnot channel again. I've sold, literally, I can think of 2 off the top of my head, $40 cards in the last month or so that literally sold for like $2 a piece, and I get $1.50 after change. So for me, I'm like losing out on a lot of money there by doing that, but for you guys, you can make a lot of money by knowing your stuff and taking chances. But this is a sick booklet there. Henry Allard on the playbook on card booklet patch autograph. That's numbered to 25 also. Beautiful card. Henry Allard. Something like that. Beautiful showcase card. Works for Whatnot too. Just all around, you know. Numbered 1 of 1 on the printing plate of John Collins. That'll be a Whatnot piece for sure. This one also printing plate Aquara. Julian Aquara on the 1 of 1 printing plate. Brian Robinson Jr. numbered to 50. Just went to the 49ers. So very cool. We'll grab Albert Pujols number to 69 there. Jacob Wilson on the orange velocity there. Not numbered or anything. Probably go for the PC. But so yeah, Leo DeVries we just traded for. I'm a little worried. I'm quite a bit worried, or you know, especially from a value standpoint on Jacob Wilson. I feel like one or the other has to be traded. I mean, maybe one of them switches positions. Not too sure what the rundown is on if Jacob Wilson would switch or if DeVries would be okay with switching, but I feel like something would have to happen in order for it to make sense, like for everyone there. But you got Karl Malone, Jerry Rice, and Tony Gwynn there on the triple relic, number to 250 there. So beautiful card there. One of those ones that just goes well with everything again. Someone might get a steal with that if I sold it on my Whatnot for sure. But picking up autographs, big name players, Scooble, Bobby Witt. You got autographs, number on card. Just stuff I love to grab for the Whatnot channel. Tyrese Halliburton for sure. Stephon Castle, Scoot, Parallels, Shohei's. You got Anthony Black, PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong. You got Juan Soto on the Refractor Topps Stadium Club Chrome. Scooble on the Topps Chrome Rookie. You have Mr. Brandon Phillips, number to 50 there. Beautiful gold sparkle there. It's from 2013 Topps also, so beautiful card. Scooble Silver, Grisham, number to 299. Aaron Judge, Pink Refractor. Jonathan India, number to 50 on the gold Sapphire. This one's one of those ones that most definitely you should probably look up because these color matches can go really sneakily and really well. Number to 50 there. I think that would be a Father's Day parallel there for the Dodgers. Beautiful card, getting the Bo Bichette on the blue disco, number to 199 color match for the Blue Jays. You got Mickey Mantle on the Topps Chrome. I think anything Mantle is worth a grab if you can afford to do it and think it's at a good price. But again, just grabbing out certain things and all that. And some stuff I think I probably might have overpaid on or shouldn't have grabbed out, but I'm okay with it. I've done repeat business with this person. Mason Miller, first moment chrome, probably has a little bit of value. I think Mason Miller was the guy we traded to San Diego Padres to get Leo DeVries, if I am not mistaken. Jared Jones, this one actually had sneaky value when I looked it up while editing. $10 last sold. I'm not too sure if that will actually be what I get. I knew he was a decent prospect for the Pirates. That's why I grabbed it, because of Mr. Paul Skeens. I actually knew of Jared Jones because I used to, when I was doing breaks and had that little phase, I had the Steelers once or twice and got some of his autographs. So I knew about Mr. Jared Jones because of that for sure. But so these two are some of the cooler ones that I know of for sure in this thing. This is first year Optic Don Russ. That's Kyrie Irving on the Aqua Prism, number to 25 there. Just a beautiful card, old school. You even got Dennis Schroeder back when he was pretty much one of the hottest names in the league, I'm pretty sure. Back then, at least one point he was absolutely insane, name-wise for sure, and I think got paid a lot of money. But it's jersey number also, 2 of 25 of Kyrie Irving, so adds a little premium there for sure. And I don't think one of these is sold in a year. And first on the print out of 25 of Chris Paul, also Aqua Prism. So both really cool cards. those ones, very sneaky. Exactly cards I like, especially trying to hopefully increase my eBay. You got Shohei Ohtani Legends in the Making. I'm not too sure what. I think I just looked this up for a different collection buyout. I might have another one of these or something. But yeah, I want to say this is about. Maybe I'm just thinking of when I was looking it up for the actual video itself. That would make more sense to me, I think. I have some other Shoheis I just bought in the collection. You guys will see that collection and video, buyer POV video, in the future as well. You guys are actually pretty much caught up for the most part. I mean, pretty caught up as can be within the pretty much last week as I'm talking right now. So it'll be about 2-week delay. You guys were about a month, 2 months behind at certain points. So you guys are all caught up now, but I knew and planned for that, actually, both content wise and inventory wise. So I think having a good game plan, knowing what, and preparing for the worst is always good in your business, especially for sports cards. And I think I did an amazing job doing that, especially with the card shows that were presented to me in my area. And I did what I could. I definitely tried the best I could. But number 50, Luke McCaffrey, Panini Black RPA, dual relic. This is one of those ones that I just wasn't so crazily hot on. It's a $20 card last sale, at least when we were looking, or but there's some other ones that sold for $5, $10, so it's like a card that's just I'm not so crazy on. Kate Martin, I think this is a $10 card, number 199 for the Aces, Las Vegas Aces. Sadly, Las Vegas is dying, but you got Kyrie Irving game used memorabilia there, because a Cavaliers game worn jersey relic there, but Kyrie's in his Celtics uniform. So very cool card there. It doesn't have a ton of value, but something like that you can try to get a premium for on Whatnot if you run an auction. You got, this one's really cool, Jason Giambi, New York Yankees. That's 2005 Topps on the printing plate. Jason Giambi. If you know, you know. You got a beautiful rookie threads. It's like a hardwood, very thick stock. It's like a hardwood thing. I didn't even realize this is what it was the card was, but that's super sick. That Joel Embiid. If you've held this thing, you probably know. I don't know if it's a short print or something. I don't know. It could be a short print, but I'm not too sure. I wasn't so hot on grabbing a Joel Embiid, to be honest. But gotta do what you gotta do. I'll set some stuff aside for me so it makes it easier in the future. But Jackson Merrill, X-Fractor, LA de la Cruz Silver Foil, rookie. We're actually winding down the deals here. Going guard, Shohei. Apparently that's I don't remember what he was saying value-wise, $10. I'm not too sure. Jackson Merrill, number 99. You got Luis Robert, number 25 there. Topps pristine. That's first on the print also. Devers on the zebra stripe there, on the zebra prism. Or sorry, that's zebra. You got Genesis, Chris Boucher, Cal Kuzma on the Genesis also, Tony Gonsolin on the rookie tiger stripe. So something like that. It's never sold, so it might be a good eBay card. We'll see. I'm gonna have to decide what I want to do with some of these cards and all that. These Paul Skeens and stuff will be definitely sold. These three will be definitely sold in my Whatnot. But Paul Skeens, Allen and Gitter Chrome, that's PSA 8, and the Paul Skeens Bowman Chrome Prospects there, PSA 8. Not crazy on 8 grade, that's why I was so low on them in the video. If there were 9s, oh yeah, I'm gonna be more happy. But 8s, it's just kind of 8s is kind of the the cousin that you don't want to see at the cookout, you know what I mean? It's just they're 8s, but obviously they're slabbed up, so it's it adds a nice little collection, you know what I mean? They're slabbed up, they're nice, but the grade does kind of impact it a little bit, but at least it's not a 2 or a 1 or a 3, right? You got Bo Jackson on the Future Stars, PSA 5 there. So not terrible at all. PSA 5 Bo Jackson. It's just an iconic card. I think all these iconic cards are going up too. lucky me, I have a 10 of this card. So I think hopefully this card has risen, and hopefully, you know, someone trying to ride that hype will try to buy it for me. But that was the last of that bot and the trade night pickups. Obviously, you know, you might be wondering where some of the value is. Even I was, once I saw the 420 price point and didn't get to, you know, see what all I bought. But this one's 80 bucks. This one was only 10, but I think I could get a higher sale, to be honest. I think I could get 30, 40, maybe even 50, depending on the buyer, especially first on the print. Obviously, that's not including fees and all that, but I mean, between these two, I would think probably 100 bucks. And then you got the jersey number Kyrie Irving that sold for 50 last. I mean, shoot, that'd be, you know, 160 bucks between these three right here. Hopefully, that'd be what I'd hope for. Obviously, I could settle for less. I can, you know, get lower, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So you got the Henry Ellard booklet. You got a Shohei rookie. Love Shohei rookies. Don't ever get them a ton, but love to grab them when I can. There's a couple other ones for sure in here. There's some, you know, random stuff too. And overall, I'll say this in this video, and then I'm gonna get going and try to edit this video and watch the actual football game. But I don't gauge my buys and my business and, you know, how I'm doing when buying out collections and cards based on a single deal. I think that's just, for me especially, that's not how I like to look at things. Obviously, you know, you can probably, you know, nitpick, you know, okay, I shouldn't be doing this, but I already know, you know, in essence, what I should and shouldn't be doing, just based off of, you know, my memory and serving, you know, it's serving me a purpose of, was I happy when I did that deal? Yes. Was I not happy afterwards? You know, so kind of gauge it off of a long-term thing. I used to go off of card shows because I had such limited capital that, and like I would sell only like 100 to 200 cards, which is very low. And now I sell 350 pretty much every single stream. We started doing that like 4 or 5 months ago, and now I need to get inventory constantly to try to keep up that pace of sales and all that for the business. But yeah, 100 and 200 cards, it was, you know, it was a lot easier to source for sure for 100 and 200 cards. And you know, it wasn't like, it was a lot easier to ship to. I would get next day shipping, but now I go Tuesdays, get them all ready. Wednesdays, maybe last second touches, but do the selling. And then Thursdays, I hammer out the shipping, and then Friday I ship it out. So technically I have like 4 days planned out on my day. Technically it doesn't take me the entire day, but that is like the majority of what I'm doing. And that's what, you know, those are like days are associated with. But all in all, you know, not terrible at all. Again, I don't gauge it off of, you know, just one single deal. Even if I did end up, you know, losing money on this deal, I'm not opposed to losing money on a deal, especially if it means unique inventory, especially for these videos and all that. You guys can see, you know, the progression, all that. I was watching, I'm sorry, this is gonna be the last one I do. I was watching literally my first video ever that's currently public on the YouTube channel, and literally I had the video, I recorded it vertical, so the bar or the borders are there on the sides for the YouTube video, and it's me literally just going through and I'm just talking super quiet. I'm like, hello, welcome to my first ever what has sold on eBay. This is for my eBay page, and it's called Cards of Quality. Luckily, I somehow got the name Cards of Quality last year during July of 2023. This card on eBay sold for $6.99, and it's just me being super quiet. I feel like, you know, people say all the time that they want to be, you know, like the YouTube thing is just, you know, whatever they want to say about YouTube, right? You know, the challenges of starting this, that, the other. Go and look at my first videos. You know, the progress that you see over, this is now, it's approaching about 2 years. Especially, well, I should say, it's probably about 1.5 years, more or less, of, you know, consistently uploading now. I think I started uploading consistently in March sometime. maybe a little after, but definitely a year and a half if it was March. But yeah, still approaching 2 years. But, you know, the total progress I've seen in, you know, the video, you know, actual quality of videos of me talking to the camera and doing my thing, you know, it's very much, you know, seen, especially for me. Say Jonathan Taylor, this is a trophy collection wild card, super cool card. It actually has Marshall Folk in it. These are numbered out of 25. Super beautiful card. I probably could have gotten more out of it, but I just decided to move it. I got $20 plus $4.19 shipping, so probably gonna make $10 off that card. About. I think I said this a couple times, but this is the last thing I'm going to say, and I'm trying to get back to why I started doing Whatnot instead of focusing on what other people are doing on Whatnot. There's like a certain mindset that is very hard for me to, or was very hard for me, and you know, it's hard to know, you know, the work and the, you know, the slim profit margin I am making. I'm making profit, right? I can't be upset with that. I'm also able to turn inventory a lot quicker, and also I'm not too upset with my profit margins as long as they stay up there to where they are, you know, and I keep that up, and I try to, you know, do my buys correctly. I try to do my sales correctly, right? The biggest thing is that I wanted and did Whatnot at the beginning because the sheer amount of time eBay takes to list and the sheer amount of time it just took out of my day, where it was every single day I'd have to list 10 cars. It would take me an hour. It'd take me, you know, the photos would take me 20 minutes. Listing would take me the 40 minutes, you know, and it would just add up. It would be every single day was an hour. Then I would do a video every 2 days, and it was just like so much more than, you know, I'm not forcing myself to do anything now. So I guess I have to do the videos, but I had to do that anyway. But it eases the workload a lot for me. But I also now want to start uploading on eBay again and all that, like this Jerry Rice, Tony Gwynn, Karl Malone is like a perfect candidate. This Battery Bath, LA Dodgers color match, Father's Day apparel, I'm pretty sure. This Ken Griffey's perfect. These two, the Chris Paul and Kyrie Irving. But yeah, so that's all I'm going to say in this video, because that was enough of, you know, at the end, the recap and all that. But got some PC stuff, got some stash away players that I like, some iconic cards, and that is an absolute wonderful thing for me. So I appreciate you guys for watching, taking these with me. I hope I see you in the next video. Deuces.